So good morning everyone, and I'm Lukaisi. So for my study topic is public relations as a tool for enhancing consumer satisfaction. So for the background of my study, so it's very needed for any organizations to maintain their image which is favored with the society. Therefore, this is a study to survey the whole of the public relations in enhancing the consumer satisfactions of an organization in fullness. So, any organization, whatever its nature, has public relations simply by its existence. The point of public relations is to lessen the gap between how an organization sees itself and how others outside the organization perceive it, and make it to the public think that favorably about the company offerings. So for my objective in these studies, objective 1 is to investigate that the public relations as a tool for enhancing consumer satisfaction. For objective 2, to examine the relationship between public relations and consumer satisfaction. Objective 3 is to evaluate the relevance of public relations to the consumer satisfaction. And the fourth objective is to analyze the benefits of consumer satisfaction to the organizations. So there are 5 literature that supported to my studies, and there are 5 there. 1 is from Malaysia and the other 4 is from international literature. So the first literature is come from Alamun Ibrahim Olamilekan. So this is a Malaysia literature. So the topic is the role of public relations for enhancing consumer satisfaction. It's a case study of Telsing. So it comes up with a finding that it's supported to my study is PR is actually a role for enhancing the consumer satisfaction, and it shows that the consumer satisfaction is dependent upon the customer value, and customer value is also strongly dependent upon different types of benefit and cost. The second literature is come from Pakistan. It's a 2013 publication. So the topic is attending consumers' role of customer values and relation based on the marketing. So it also comes up with a finding that's similar to the first literature, which is the customer satisfaction is totally dependent upon the types of benefits and costs. So the third literature is come from Taiwan. It's an author called An Tianxian. This literature come up with a finding that PR roles is antecedent on the practice of consumers' loyalty, and customer loyalty is higher when the image of an organization is favored. So the consumers' loyalty is also related to my topic, consumer satisfaction. They have a consumer satisfaction, then there will appear a consumer loyalty. So this both is related. For the fourth literature, it is come from Iran. The topic is the effect of brand image and perceived public relation on consumers' loyalty. So this literature also come out with a finding that public relations have positive relations with the consumers' loyalty. So the more favorable image of an organization, the more significant of the consumers' loyalty. The fifth literature is come from South Africa. It's an author called Peter J. Nagel-William. So the title is Consumer Satisfaction, a Comprehensive Approach. So the finding of this literature is by developing the comprehensive approaches, the consumer satisfaction and loyalty is more able to achieve. So this is the research framework of my study. So a research hypothesis can be defined as a very specific, a clear, and a testable proposition about any possible outcome of a research study, which based on a specific population. So the first hypothesis in my study is the gender has no significant relationship for enhancing consumer satisfaction by tooling the public relations. The second hypothesis is age has the significant relationship. And then the third hypothesis is education has the significant relationship. And the fourth hypothesis will be the race has the significant relationship for enhancing consumer satisfaction by tooling public relations. So this is the table of the research framework. For independent variables, it's race, age, gender, and education. Conceptual framework will be our topic, public relations as a tool for enhancing the consumer satisfaction, and it will influence to the college youth. So there are two theories that I selected for relate to my study. The first theory will be agenda settings theory. So agenda settings theory has the ability to influence the salience of the topic on public agenda through the news media. So therefore, it found that if an information come out often, means that be covered frequently, it means that how important the information is. So for the next theory is system theory. System theory sees an organization to adapt and to adjust the political, economical or social changes. In the economical and social changes, they use it and adapt the changes and they relate to their own organizational changing. So in order to have a chance to achieve the goals, so these two theories can be related to my study, which is they use the consumers' thinking, they use their thoughts to influence their organizational plan or change. So for the methodology, it's for the reliability of my study, it's used like often Chromba alpha, and then the study population is the use age between 18 to 25, and then sampling method, 150 respondents will be respond to the survey, and then data collection is face-to-face method and also the online survey tools. So this is the analysis of my data through the whole survey. So luckily they have like a very average respondents, 75 of male, 75 of female, and then the most of the respondent is Chinese. The age is quite average, it's 19 to 23, and then the education is also average. So for the reliabilities analysis, the pre-test, which is the 30 persons, it is used in face-to-face interviews, which we give them the paper to fill out the survey. The Chroma alpha will be 0.880. And the post takes about 120 respondents. The Chroma alpha will be 0.767. So the post-test Chroma alpha will be less than the pre-test. This is because I think the online survey is quite, the reliability is quite low, because the respondents will feel unencouraged to fill out the form by using the accurate answers. So this is why I think that the post-test, the Cobra alpha will be lower than the pre-test. So for the hypothesis, as I mentioned above, I have stated that two gender and races have no significance, but the gender is accepted, they have no significance, but the race is being rejected because the race is rejected, and then the age and education, I stated that they has a significant relationship, but age is accepted, but education is rejected. So for the conclusion, the result of this study has clearly shown that the public relation activities can make influence to the consumer satisfaction among the college youth. So the public relation did contribute to the effect of affecting the consumer satisfaction. So, and it showed that it's really an effective tools to promote and to persuade audience to buy a particular product or even a service. So it's also show that in this survey, majority of the respondents will concern about a favorable organization's PR activities rather than an unknown organization. So they are willing to share their experience with their friends and also the peers. So for the social implication, public relations is one of the very significant roles in any organization. So they aim to attract and to approach to the consumers to achieve the organizational goals. So the study is very essential for the individuals as they may be improve their skills to acknowledge public relation activities, and also so this research is mainly aimed to investigate the public relations as a tool for enhancing consumer satisfaction. So for the limitation, throughout the whole study, I think that the most limitation is the time, because it's quite a short time for having a research at 7 weeks. And so for the recommendation, I think that the research can be done by having more appropriate time to ensure more reliable statistics. And also for the respondents, because all of the respondents are studied in the same college, so for the recommendation, I think that the research should be conducted in more colleges, so in Malaysia, to see that if the findings vary from college to college or not. Yeah, thank you.